Criticism continues to trail the last-minute decision of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to extend the deadline for the conduct of political parties' primary elections. Well, joining us to address the controversy surrounding that decision is Festus Okoye, INEC's National Electoral Commissioner for Information and Voter Education. He joins us from Ekiti State, southwest Nigeria, which is gearing up for governorship elections. Thank you so much, Mr. Festus, for joining us tonight. Let me begin by asking you about the controversy. INEC had told Nigerians this date was sacrosanct, it was fixed, it was firm. What happened? Why did you buckle in? What happened? Why did you change your mind?
Well, if you recall, the Independent National Electoral Commission met with the... Are you hearing me?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we met with the 18 registered political parties on the 10th day of May 2022. And at this particular meeting, the political parties asked the Commission to grant an extension of between 37 days to 60 days to enable them tidy up issues around their party primaries. The Commission said no. Thereafter, on the 12th day of May 2022, the leadership of the political parties under the auspices of IPAC wrote to the Commission, still reiterating their position that they needed an adjustment to the timetable. The Commission also declined that particular request. Now, on the 26th day of May 2022, the leadership of IPAC wrote again to the Independent National Electoral Commission demanding for an emergency meeting which they said should hold on the 27th day of May 2022. At this particular emergency meeting that was convened by IPAC, the 15 of the registered political parties were present at this particular meeting. And they pleaded with the Commission to grant them a small grace to enable them tidy up with their outstanding party primaries. And they premised this on the fact that the leadership of all the political parties met before they wrote a letter to the Independent National Electoral Commission asking for this small window, which they said they discovered within the confines of our timetable and schedule of activities. And so that was exactly the genesis of this particular small adjustment that the Independent National Electoral Commission granted to the political parties.
Well, Mr. Festus Okoye, you call it a small adjustment, but this small adjustment is likely to, affect the public's perception about INEC's independence and ability to actually stay firm to your own rules. Was INEC under pressure, really? And I mean, there's a perception out there that this was done, the move by INEC to extend this deadline was done to favor the ruling APC.
Well, from my own understanding, there's a difference between a commission being under pressure and the leaders of the 18 registered political parties asking INEC to be sympathetic, to show some level of consideration and grant them a small grace to enable them tidy up their activities. So it was not the issue of pressure. It was the fact that the leaders of the political parties met with the commission and pleaded with the commission to grant them this particular grace to enable them tidy up some of the activities. Not only that, some of them even accused the commission of trying to endanger democracy by being what they called obdurate and refusing to grant them this particular request. They also claim that since we were creating the Electoral Act 2023 for the first time, that they are bound to make mistakes and that they should not be punished for the mistakes they have made. And that this particular window they asked for is within a grace period when the commission said they can tidy up the activities and which does not in any material way affect the timetable and schedule of activities that the commission rolled out for the 2023 general election.
But for clarification, you said all political parties. However, the major opposition party was just few hours away to commencing its convention, and it released a statement saying INEC changed the goalpost in the middle of the game, having different rules for different political parties. How do you react to the People's Democratic Party? And is that really all political parties when you have them out of the equation?
Well, let me just say this. Now, if you look at the situation, the political party that has accused the commission of changing the goalpost at the middle of the game is one of the 7 political parties that have adjusted their timetable to benefit from this 6-day window, which the commission has graciously granted to them. Not only that, the leadership of IPAC made it very, very clear that all the political parties were invited to the meeting that was held on the 27th day of May 2022. Not only that, as at the time we met with the political parties on the 10th day of May 2022, the processes for the conduct of party primaries had already commenced, and it was at the middle of the game. When they wrote to us on the 12th day of May 2022, primaries had already commenced, and it was at the middle of the game, and all the registered political parties were attuned to this particular request. So if the commission was pandering to any pressure or pandering to any political party, no political party would have some of the political parties who have gotten out of this particular framework of asking for an extension. Now, 7 political parties have already asked for an extension to benefit from this 6-day window to enable them conclude with their party primaries. So as far as the commission is concerned, we are accountable to the Nigerian people. We remain resolute with our timetable and schedule of activities, but the political parties pleaded passionately that they needed this 6-day window to tidy up some of the things they couldn't do within the period for the party primaries.
You make a point that you're serving the Nigerian people, but how concerned is INEC? I need you to address those 2 questions. How concerned is INEC about public perception, that could lead to lack of confidence in INEC? How do you reassure the public? And really, how independent is INEC? Are you as independent as a regulator of the elections should be?
Well, as far as the commission is concerned, our powers and our mandate are derived from the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our mandate is to organize, undertake, and supervise elections. Our mandate also includes regulating the activities of political parties and also conducting registration of voters. We are going to continue to carry out this particular mandate, and we are going to continue to regulate the political parties within the confines of the Constitution and also within the confines of the law. It is not for me to begin to answer the question of how independent the commission is. But what I can assure Nigerians is that this commission will stay the course. This commission will continue to be courageous. This commission will continue to be creative and innovative, and will continue to carry out its mandate within the confines of the law and within the confines of the Constitution.
Festus Okoye, thank you so much for joining us on the news tonight. National Commissioner for Voter Education for the Nigerian Electoral Body, INEC.